Hi, this video is to just show you an easy way to save yourself some time when entering snacks into your diary or your meal tracker. What I do is I create a whole meal that's just made up of snacks that I have on a regular basis. And what I'll do is I'll show you where I've got that in my favorites history. So first we have to go into our meal tracker to add a meal. We press add a meal, and if we go to favorites, you'll see I've got one that's called daily snacks, 0 next to it. The reason I have 0 next to it is when I saved it as a favorite meal, or created it as, when I saved it as a favorite meal after creating it, I entered everything in there with a 0 amount of it added. So when I added it to the day, there was no actual amounts added straight up. I just added the amount that I was having of that snack as I had it. Some days I might not have it as a snack, and some days I might. So but it's always there for me to get to without having to search for it all the time. All right, so we'll just go back now to the meal tracker, and I'll show you how we do that. So we press add meal again. It comes up to this window, and we take a picture of a snack. This is just a picture I got off the internet. You can use anything you like. As you saw, I use daily snacks. After taking the picture, it'll move on to the next window. So in here you can see where this is the history of food that you've been eating on a regular basis that comes up. So from here you can add what you want to that list. Alright, so we'll just go with the first one, and the first one is honey. As I weigh everything I eat and have it in grams, I try to keep as much as I can in grams where I can. So I change that to grams first. Then I add it by pressing the plus button. You must do that, otherwise it will not add the food to the meal. And then I change the amount to 0. So then I'll go down to another one. I sometimes have a piece of fruit cake. So once again, I go in, I change that to grams. I change the amount to 0 and add it to the meal. I also like to have some cheese during the day. So once again, I go in, I change that to grams, change that to 0, add it to the meal. In this case, my ginger nut biscuits, I can't change the grams, so I just leave them as it is and change the amount as I need to each day. To start with, I put it on the smallest amount I can, which in this case is in fractions, which is 1/8. It's not 0, it's not 0, but it's pretty close enough, and it's only 6 calories. So I'll press add. But once again, where I can, I try to change everything to grams. Sometimes I have some lollies during a workout, so once again, change that to grams, change that to 0, press the add button and type done. Now if I press review, you can go through and see that you've created some meals for your snack. Now we just press log here up the top. I'm just going to add it in as a snack. Before we press log, we change it to snack, because I do not want to save it as a particular breakfast, lunch or dinner meal in this today. I just want it as a snack. Then I press log. And that has added the meal to my day. Now, in order to save it into your favorites, we just press on the 3 buttons on the right hand side, save to favorites, create the meal, snacks, daily, put a space in there, snacks, daily, and press save. Now that's saved to our favorites list. I want to go in and add mine, which is what I do when I showed you before by adding meals in advance. So I'll delete that. Now, how we would add it from our favorites menu is we would press add meal, go down to favorites, and there you can see we have snacks daily added. On mine, you can see I already have something written down there, and I was quite imaginative and just wrote daily snacks on it. That's the one that I also use. That's the one that I actually use to enter for my daily snacks. So I would select that and press log. So now you can see that's come up as a lunch. I want to change that, so I'll just select on the lunch and make it a snack. And now it's a snack for the day rather than a lunch. As you can see, it's already got 21 calories in it. That is because some of the items that I have in there, I could not set to 0 before using them, as in like with the ginger nut biscuits that you saw before. And that's one way of saving a meal. So now if I go in and I wanted to have a Yo-Pro ice cream, all I have to do is select it, and now put in its weight, press apply, and that would be entered. So these are normally about 86 grams. I know that just from past use. Press apply, and now you can see that that's entered as 86 grams and 109 calories. All right, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please ask.